How quaint. How quaint. Bean-de-game. Get in the car! Clear. Just clear the hotkeys for now. Ooh, what you say? Bum 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 bum. Oh, idiot! You were gonna put it to this. Yabingas. Yabingas. Well, another day, another dollar is the old saying back in my country. Unfortunately, while there is another day, and there shall be another dollar. Man, I could be writing right now instead of streaming to no one, or, you know, take care of some other games that I would like to play. It'll be a hell of a way to spend my day. Because, like, the whole point of streaming is that there's literally anyone else here. Or at the very least, I'm rearing to go, you know. I got that. Ooh. Oh, man, oh, fuck. Oh my god, someone is supposed to go this shit that David Cage made. Oh. Fucking Fahrenheit. Omicron. God, how the fuck did he get Davy Bowie into that? Omicron. Chirper, Omnicron. Jesus Christ, what a fucking game. Hey, I have some things to talk about writing-wise. But I'm not gonna, because you guys aren't here for that. I mean, I really want to, though. I really want to. It's a little sassy part of me that really, really wants to, though. It wants to so bad. It wants to so bad. That's all I ever wanted. You wouldn't understand it. You just wouldn't get it. You just wouldn't get it. Well. Oh, Scary Dave the Third. Well, I don't know what happened to the first two Scary Daves. Well, I guess there is someone here. Is it snooting time? Is it really snooting time until I've gone on a rant about something I'm writing that day? This is, we're gonna have ending 4, I guess, and then the guy who I talk about with Wani has been like, oh, so at least you get to enjoy the epilogue after ending 1. I'm like, nope. While I don't think that ending 2 is worse than ending 1, I will say that playing ending 2 before ending 1 is just a better reading experience because you know what's wrong about ending 1. This guy also said that ending 3 is technically better than ending 4 because it feels more like it's trying to go for narrative cohesion instead of just delivering the gamer ending where you get everything you ever wanted. Remember that sleep-deprived garbage I posted a little bit ago? My community post, people might have seen it. We'll talk about that in a minute because I want to do it on recording so that people who think they can just watch the video on demand stuff, they don't get to escape this. You're not allowed to run away from my extremely big intelligence. You are forced to endure every brain cell. You're also forced to enjoy whenever what is it again? Whenever I listen to the soundtrack of what's it called? Of fucking Blastcore. Simeon Acres is a hell of a song. Is it Simeon Acres? I think that's the name of this. Yeah, it's called Simeon Acres. It's such a dumb little hillbilly soundtrack. Here, I'll give you the first few notes. You know exactly what you're in for. You know exactly what you're in for. They even got a little mouth harp. YouTube is down bad. Yeah, I've had some weird YouTube stuff today too, actually. Don't think you're alone in your suffering. Alright, well, no one else is going to show up. I forgot to set this to public. I forgot to set the stream to public, so people really only knew about it like 10 minutes ahead of time, so I'm giving them a little extra time to catch up and catch in. It's Saturday, though. If you're literally anywhere but at your computer, like, what is your problem? What life do you pretend to have? You're not fooling anyone, my man, my sir, my homeboy Slice. Nobody's fooled. So, how about we get to record again? I just start blabbering my little lips off about my rating stuff instead of actually doing. Wouldn't it be great if when I start recording and the first thing that goes to my little head is, hey, how about I start talking about some shit? E1 Inco. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on the overlay on the stream. So the stream doesn't have, no, not BRB, that one. Thank you. There, now people can see the stream. Oh, there's 2 Scary Daves now. There are 2 different Scary Daves. How nice. So I've talked to this guy, right, who says that he relates to Inco, and apparently he likes reading fanfiction and stuff. So he's like a really nice guy to talk to about this garbage. He told me that what happens to Inco is after he sees. This is kind of something that we talked about. Not like 100% we're committing to this theory or anything, but basically when Inco sees that Olivia isn't acting, what happens to Inco is that he starts to hyper-rationalize. He basically goes insane. He starts to hyper-rationalize why it isn't his fault. And there was also another one. Or you know, that it isn't done yet. Like, it's not his fault, and it can still be fixed. And it's only when Olivia is fucking dead that he goes, okay, well, you know what, I guess it wasn't ever gonna work out anyway. You know, he follows another maddening train of thought of like, well, it was doomed from the start. I'm just wasting my time. I'm wasting both of our times. I'm just leaving. You know, no commitment, no desire to actually stick to his guns or anything. Because he's just that abusive of a person. It's interesting that this happens after he starts talking to Mia and gives Mia the time of day quite considerably. So he becomes a bully after talking to a bully. It's very interesting to me. Ooh. My stomach is upset, but I did just eat a whole pizza. And some delicious chicken bits. Should have gone for the garlic sauce, though. Should have gone for the garlic sauce. Not the mayo. The mayo was fine. But the garlic had more pizzazz to it. Alright, so I'm writing a thing. I'm definitely writing a thing. I finished the E3, the ending 3 for Snook Game thing. That's been uploaded. That's taken care of. Then I started writing that other thing, like ending 1 copium. Inco goes back in time. I posted about it in the community post. But it changed a little bit. It changed a little bit over time. Because Inco turns into a dino girl, and the idea behind that is that he cannot date her again. And also, his past self is still there. So it's like, okay, cool. You've gone back in time. You can fix this relationship. But, fun fact, you can't have it. You can only really fix Olivia, but you can't have Olivia anymore, my pal, my homeboy Slice. Also, you might be haunted by yourself. Your old self might try to kill you or something. I don't fucking know what happens to him in that. I'm probably not that extreme. Even Inco is like, I wouldn't be like an actual murderer or creep about this. I would just be very uncomfortable. Right. And in E1 tries. He just doesn't do enough for the context. Like, he definitely understands that something is wrong and something needs to be done, but he just doesn't do enough. He thinks that the right answer is to cower away from trouble and let it play out. So the guy I'm talking to, right? He says like, hey, wouldn't it be like he misunderstood what I wanted, and he was like, oh, so Inco goes back like to the beginning of the year, right? And he now lives this whole secondary life besides himself, and he's trying to fix this other version of himself. over the course of that period, and you know that you have to at least acknowledge that there's a risk that Inco will fall for himself, which is the most existential dread you can imagine. Not only have I gone back in time, have I lost my entire life, and I'm now living someone else's life, I'm also being hit on by myself, who I think is a dork because I'm a year older than him, and I've grown up. Oh my god, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever lived. Ew. But there's also the point that, like, Inco would never cheat on Olivia, and I imagine that it depends on how I'm going to handle it. For now, I just want to write that one thing. It's going to be like 1 to 3 chapters, and then we're done. But how about we do the thing? How about we look at Inco? How about we actually play the fucking video game instead of me just jibber-jabbering? We're supposed to draw a Gator girl for that sexy, handsome, extremely handsome Inco point. We already know this one. Let's lie without a little risk. I'll wait for Miss Procklin to start a new tangent to make sure they'll have enough time. She just said something about a new continent, about single continent movement. Time to move. It's going to be basically a stick figure, but it's just a doodle. If only you could doodle a photograph. I'm not sure what I meant by that. I also don't know how to draw a wheelchair. In the end, it looks more like an abstract depiction of a bow-legged T-Rex than what I wanted. Oops, it'll have to do. I check it over one last time as if I had the conceptualization to improve it. Oh well. I pass the note forward, careful not to notify the teacher. Why would you notify her? Like, notification implies that you were actually making an effort to have someone figure something out, instead of it being an incidental thing. You fancy $5 word man. I got $5 and I spent them all on these big words. Olivia takes the note over her shoulder, once more not checking it. She seems to deflate a bit upon opening the note, probably because of all the blank space. Doesn't look like she recognized whatever I did either. Maybe I should talk to her about it after class. I need to figure something out real fast. Are we? Yeah, we're not a skip mode. We're not a skip mode, sorry. I don't know. Seems like an okay thing to do. She just passed the note again. What? Once more, the process of... Oh, because she didn't get it. Although this time it's a little more collectively annoyed. Probably won't go around again. Why the heck would Olivia send the note... Why the heck would she send the note around again? No one is going to change their mind and draw something now. Is it desperation or thoughtlessness? Whatever it is, the note's coming my way again. Once I take it, I confirm that yes, once again, nobody else wrote anything. However, there is a new doodle of a rabbit flamethrower from Olivia. Cute. Alright, guess this time I'll draw... So, I said it like the cruxical point of that E1 thing, which is going to be 1 project or 2 projects. I don't even know what the design for Inco's dinosaur girl form is even going to be, or name, or anything. I'm just like, this is the idea, and I don't... It's like really good, right? It's like, you're like, I can just ignore this problem in the entirety of the first chapter of the shorter one, because who fucking cares? Inco isn't going to acknowledge it because he doesn't care in that moment. He has other things to worry about, like literally meeting himself and being like, Jesus Christ, that was disgusting. Being external to myself has made it only all the more clear what a bad person I was. How about adding myself to the sketch of the half-pipe? This time I'd pick myself as a stick figure. No use trying to go outside my skill level in the no-passing game. It's simple enough to do. I even include my sunglasses. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe I should make sure that Mrs. Procklin isn't looking my way. Hold on, I think my door might not be closed or something. You know, Scary Dave, you got a point there. That's probably what happens. Hi, Como. Sorry, I didn't say hi. I forgot, and I felt too late at that point. I mean, he goes back in time, and I guess Anon snapping the Infinity Gauntlet makes perfect sense, right? You know, if we're gonna rewrite history, we might as well go with Anon. I mean, that would happen after the Winter Formal, I guess, year-wise. If we're going by they're happening at the same time, which they don't. There's a... Okay, listen. I mentioned this in a community post, and I'm gonna repeat it. I was sleep-deprived last night. I was way too late, and I was having a sleepy time in bed. And I had this theory form in my head that the developers of Wani Gator actually really hate the year 2024. They really hate the modern day. So actually, the entirety of Wani Gator takes place in 2008, before smartphones. Or was it 2015? 18? But it was before smartphones. Specifically, so that they didn't have to include smartphones. Because of TikTok. I don't know either. You tell me. what the hell my brain was up to. But that was a grand old trip. Yeah, she's not right now. I'm in luck. Alright, this time to pass this on. Pass the note forward once more. Olivia pinches the note between two fingers, still not looking back. I keep saying that, but I guess it's not weird. I would look back in that situation. She checks the note and looks a bit down again. She glances up to the corner I'd drawn in. Fuck, that got me real good. Yeah, smartphones are like 2007. They're way older than people give them credit for. Like 17 years old. Let's look it up. The iPhone, like the original iPhone Wikipedia, is pretty much what you're looking for, because that's like the common conceptualization of the smartphone. Well, it was released in January 2007, so it is 17 years old at this moment. As of November 2018, more than 2.2 billion smartphones, well, iPhones specifically, been sold. Jesus. Ooh. Large part of the luxury market. Ooh. You know, I don't regret that pizza. I got it for like $6. €6 actually. I got it for €6. And it's good, man. It was a nice pizza. And they make surprisingly good, like, little popcorn chickens. Like, they are juicy. They are juicy chickens. They're not like the processed shit they have at Domino's. Like, New York Pizza makes some good chicken. They make some good chicken for a company that's big chicken. I should go to the actual Kentucky Fried Chicken we have around the corner and actually see what they make there. Because if this is what, like, actual chicken might be like, I want to know what real chicken looks like. It tastes like. Treat myself to the American way. Anyway, that's enough looking at smartphones. What the hell am I looking at? My favorite response from Japan according to the whole Assassin's Creed Yasuke situation. We're used to seeing games where Oda Nobunaga is a girl. There's no reason to make a fuss over a black samurai now. We're too late. Oh no. Yeltsin naming his successor 1999, colorized literally. Oh yeah, because it's he's talking about the fucking Fallout 4 meme that I got showed. Fuck. I always forget what I have in my hand sometimes. I gotta show this to someone else though, because we talked about this in a chat. All right, but you wanna know? No, you don't wanna know. Let's move on. Crack, which got me real bad. I need to fall out of my seat from the sudden loud noise. There's a moment of unwavering silence before a voice speaks up. Mrs. Halford. Oh, it's another character that just vanishes after a certain point in the story. The guy I talked to who says, like, I have Inco experience as a person, said that, like, the idea is that he's hyperfixating. Like, he's just not caring about anything that isn't related to Olivia, which is fair enough. The girl in question shrinks in her seat in embarrassment. I like that pose. I like it a lot. Although, you have a little awkward cutoff at the bottom there. Also, something about Inco in this particular pose with the chair behind him makes him look fat. I don't know what it is. So, sorry, Miss Brockling, I saw a spider. Oh, yeah. It's her tail. I forgot it's not Brockling. It's her fucking tail just slamming on the ground. I keep forgetting that tail's a fucking murder weapon. Mrs. Brockling simply sighs, muttering to herself and turning her attention back to writing more notes on the board. She turns her head back slowly, just enough to be able to make eye contact with me. Wani, the spoilers got to me. Oh no, you got spoiled. Poor Scary Dave. Poor Scary Dave. F's in chat, everyone. F's in chat. While she eyes me with judging contempt and curiosity, I see her hand tenderly massaging the tip of a tail. Just because 5 doesn't let me slap the shit out of people doesn't mean tails are not murder weapons. Looking at the floor, I think she managed to chip the linoleum. Isn't the linoleum just like plastic? It would crack, not chip. Right? Actually, I've never really tried to break linoleum, so... As soon as Mrs. Procklin turns around to continue teaching, Olivia scribbles something down. She turns to look at me once more, hesitating. Then she flicks the note in my direction. It completely misses me. I try to catch it in midair, but end up slamming my face onto my desk to get it. How do you do that? Mrs. Nito, what was that noise? I palm the note into my sleeve and strain to keep my... How does he keep injuring his eye without his glasses shattering? He gets punched in the face, he slams into desks. He probably walks into lantern posts like Anon does. The teacher probably meant foot stomping. I found that spider, Mrs. Procklin. The teacher grimaces. They better be cleaned up by the end of class then, Mr. Nito. Yes, ma'am. I breathe a sigh of relief as my excuse weathers Mrs. Procklin's stare. She turns a few pages on the textbooks lying on her desk, instructing the class to do the same as she searches for something. She's distracted. I can finally see what Olivia drew. Now there's a surprisingly detailed dodgeball whizzing past my stick figure's head. I want to be upset, but I find myself admiring her motion lines. Seriously, she should be an animator. It's a whole different job, my man. Animators and artists are not necessarily the same. I mull over what to add and settle on giving the large rat sunglasses as well. A few seconds later, he looks twice as cool as before. I look up to Olivia, pondering how to get it back to her when a sinister idea comes to mind. A hood hangs open as it rests on her back. It's a tough shot, but... Bingo. Olivia scratches the back of her neck and finds the said note. She looks back with squinted eyes, judging my intents and scanning me for foul play. She mouths something at me, a question I think, but I am not the most apt lip reader. Yeah, I mean, Thanks Tail has no leverage is the problem. It's just a little bingus. It's just a little bingus. Just a little bingus. Especially when said lips are thrice as long as a human. Still, she unfolds the page, and seconds later, she's already added a new sketch and folded it up. The note lands neatly on my desk this time, and I inspect the latest edition. More rats are doing decidedly non-rat activities. I wonder what she'd think of a cat this time. We continue passing the sheet back and forth, adding new sketches and adding to others. My fingers are starting to tire. Mrs. Procklin addresses Olivia. All right, Mrs. Halford, you may leave now. Everyone else, you may take the last 5 minutes to start on your homework. Olivia takes her time to pack away supplies, occasionally glancing my way. Gone is the paranoia, just plain confusion. As if I wouldn't play the doodle game thing with her. Even as she wheels out of the room, I notice her eyes still on me. I give her a wave goodbye, and she seems shocked by that. Turning her head and finally passing through the doorway. All right, homework. Aw, crap. Gator now occurs to me there's a pretty good reason that Jesus wants us slacking off during class. For the last 5 minutes, I tried to speed read the second chapter instead. What the fuck are you caring about? You can just read this at any other time in the day. Failing to get any good information for today's homework, I resolved to just check online for a lecture that isn't as boring. No! Scary Dave, no! No! Maybe one with some good animation, even. When the rest of us are finally excused, I realized I've still got a page full of doodles. Considering all the stuff on it, feels like a waste just to throw it away. Just to throw it away! I decided to keep it, slipping it in one of my binders extras. Why are you being so clandestine, you goober? Even with everything safely packed away, I shoulder my backpack and exit the room. Man, now I get why Olivia gets to leave some classes early. The halls are so packed and chaotic when class ends that they always end up being pushed around by rowdy students headed towards the next classes. Once the school ends, it's even worse. What I saw yesterday was something else. The word riptide comes to mind, and then I'm just waiting around for a few minutes for the flow to die down. It's looking like that's just going to be my routine now. I pass by a few more art displays on my way to the stairs back down to the first floor. This isn't the art wing, but there's still a bunch of displays up. Maybe there simply isn't enough space. Something presses into my chest and lurches me to a stop. Oh, sorry, oh. It's Olivia, holding out an arm to stop me. She's still staring at me, though less suspiciously. Her jaw hangs open, but no sound comes out. She realizes her hand is still out and reacts awkwardly, indecisively darting between a hoodie pocket and an armrest. Ugh. She expecting something? Oh, the note maybe. Hey, You could have told me. Huh? That you were in Miss Prockling's class too. You could have mentioned that in Offseta. Sorry, I guess I was sort of aiming for a bit of a dramatic reveal there. She brushes her hair aside. Well, whatever. Later, I guess. Later, alligator. Why did you stop me out here? She stops her chair mid-turn with grey eyes contemplating the dirty floor. I don't really get you. Yeah, it's nice that Olivia isn't in 1,000 fucking pieces in a hospital bed. Olivia's eyes turn back to me, and I can see the nervousness in her pupils. Why do you care? Why, indeed? Well, I guess the main reason is I want to be friends. With me, though? Sure. Those tiny moments in which I saw the Gator girl hyper-animate come to mind, and I can't help but smile. Those small shows of just genuine feelings. I think Mr. Yadakon was right, honestly. Olivia hums in agreement, finally turning away. Oh, crap. Is that maybe too forward of me? I swing my backpack around so I can reach inside it. I still have that note. Note? What with the doodles? From class right now. Why? I just figured you wanted it. It was fun filling it out and all. Just as I'm about to pull out my binder, the Gator girl looks back at me and shakes her head. It's just doodles. You can throw it out. Keep it. See if it's so important. She thinks she likes the art. He likes the art. With the briefest moment, I swore I saw her mouth form a tiny smile. But now she's back to looking neutrally at, didn't notice the school had elevators. Why don't people use it? She flashes a key from her pocket, so it's part of accommodations. Makes sense. By now, the hallways have cleared a bit. The elevator arrives and Olivia rolls in. She pushes her arm to the button and jams the key into some slot. What's the look for? You coming? Oh. I slide in beside Olivia just before the door closes. It's probably safe to catch your foot and to just reopen. Man, this thing is ancient. Oh, as in, like, normally when something blocks the door, it just pops back open. But some old cases, they might just not. There's an inspection certificate lazily plastered above the door from this side. And, of course, it's covered in coffee stains and other signs of age. Is this thing really safe? Olivia shrugs. What's the worst that could happen? Our legs break? I mean, you're falling like, what, a floor? You'll live, my man, you'll live. Alright, she eyes me with a smirk. This may have been a mistake. Chunk. Did they build it just for her or not? Probably not, because the coffee stains imply it's older than that. My heart drops as the space around me seems to drop for a split second. The sound of the worn-out elevator mechanics fills the cramped space. Or maybe they got like a really old one for kicks, to save money, so that Scalar can be a jackass. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I have problems with my stomach. And it keeps bringing up the worst parts. How slow is this thing? I look over to Olivia. She uses this thing daily. Surely it normally runs smoother. The mouth hangs slightly open in an amused grin, watching my sudden onset claustrophobia. Relax, dude. This is normal. Alright, this is normal. Things just jostling around like it's going to drop us any second. It's completely normal. And we reach the door. When we reach the bottom, the doors clunk open and I practically fall out. Olivia rolls from behind casually. Somehow I sense this with a degree of superiority. Yes, Infinity Elevator for when Safi goes on big after-stream rants. Anyway, see you later. Oh yeah, see you. Olivia rounds a corner and I'm left on my lonesome. Hey, don't just be left on your lonesome. You've got more important things to do, buddy. I give him a couple of slaps from the left, I give him a couple of slaps from the right. enjoying the music. My senses return to me and I start making my way to the metro station. As I make the journey home, it strikes me just how much progress I've made with Olivia. It's definitely still in its awkward phase, but I can tell that she's opening up little by little. It's starting to become amusing seeing her get confused by my friendly gestures. All in all, I got a pretty good feeling about this. Liz and Ben were overreacting, though. I'm sure to tell them all about it. Alright, we can just fast forward. Man, this barbecue is a little silly, ain't it? How was a man supposed to enjoy any of this? Well, there she goes, giving me a good old-fashioned draw. I think we already did this one, right? Yeah, we can just skip over this, because we've already seen the negatives. Wait a minute. So what? You know, the thing I've noticed is that we have all characters kind of represented from Snook Game, except there are no Triceratopses, which I imagine is because they don't want to remind themselves of that part of the writing. Mia, don't sit on on the chair. All right, this is another Olivia point, namely defending her. But where's the line? Here we go. I think this is bullying. Wait a minute. This is bullying. This is textbook bullying. Oh my god, I fucking love this absolute fucking clown. But we've already seen this, and it's a mess. It's the announcement! It turns out Inco committed fraud. It's fine. Okay. Wait, stop! It's fake. Video game stop. So. Something I didn't notice. This is a bridge. This school is very suburban. If this is a forest and that's a fucking bridge. Like, I get it, right? But, oh my god. A bridge? Really? There's just a random-ass bridge? Like, the fact that it's a bridge, I only know because I went to look at the backgrounds for something, and it's called a bridge, I think. So, as they say. What happened again? I forgot what exactly happened, but she's upset. Oh yeah, because she's upset that she might get caught. Alright. We gotta get 1 point for it, but why do all this? I'm going to aim myself for thinking this, but she still hasn't really told me why she changed the pictures. I don't want to push the issue too hard, but if not now, then when? I just want to know why go through all the trouble. What were you trying to accomplish? I immediately regret my words as the pained grimace on her face drives home the mistakes she made. If I'm in the right to ask, I feel like a villain for pressing her, but out of respect for Olivia's feelings, I stand ready. Stand ready. Because to back down would be to degenerate her like all the people in the past have done. I wanted to see that people thought of my art without knowing it was I who did it. Why would you want that? Isn't it obvious? It's always the same thing. A voice takes a deeper pitch. Oh wow, you're so talented in spite of your condition. This time it's a high, shriller tone. Amazing. It's like you're not disabled at all. A voice returns, this time weighed down with contempt. For all their kind words. It always came back to those empty platitudes. Felt like they never really cared about me or my interests. It was just blind praise, because I'm doomed to never measure up to the same level as expected.
affectations.
Can the wheelchair be considered foreshadowing of ending 1? In a sense, I guess. But it's not specific and it's not tied to the ending in any meaningful way, so...
The worst came of it when I found out I couldn't even fail on my own.
Sound of a talon staring more paper on the floor enhances the heated words.
Even when I intentionally do something wrong, someone's always there to pick me up after. Assure me it's good in certain lights.
Unfortunately, we don't get to pick the option I forgot to last time, because earning the Olivia point for letting her fail. Oh, it's also a requirement to be eligible for ending 4, so we're gonna have to wait until ending 4 to even figure out what the fuck the deal there is.
Nobody has to live with that paranoia. Every positive word spoken and action taken to help you is just someone acting out of obligation or insecurity. It's gotten so bad to the point that I was almost being forced to accept these freaking accommodations. So I just ended up...
She drops what little remains of the paper unceremoniously.
Cutting everyone out. I'm never going to come out on top. I'm never going to be allowed to fail. Nobody is allowed to feel anything. Okay, nobody has agency. That's just how things are. I wonder to myself why Olivia came out here. In a small way, all of her work seems to revolve around average places, but altered with unnatural and beautiful overlays. Yeah, it really doesn't look like a park. It looks like a goddamn forest, my man. What do I know about America? I wonder to myself, if this is why Olivia came out here. A small way, all of her work seems to revolve in average places. It's creating from the familiar and adding something fantastic and the fantastical. Yet adding in the fantastic. I look over to Olivia, who seems to be lost in thought. That does sound tough. You gonna be alright? No, honestly. That's only the start of it, and I don't want to. Yeah, no, you ought to know. I want to tell someone, anyone. Right now it's just the Atacon, and I'm sure he's sick of it.
Right.
This crap even affects my family.
You say that like you don't think they are.
They aren't. And I can't change that.
We need Inco in a tuxedo and we have Slender Man. Inco, don't do that. Don't haunt your girlfriend. That's mean. She sighs.
You're right. I should be a bit more grateful to them, but at the same time, it's... like, I know all too fucking well I could just hang out with the Payans for as long as I need to after graduation. They're just too nice not to. And the arrangement with my actual father could probably last indefinitely. I could just detach from society and leech off of everyone around me forever. And it'll just be guilt and pity. But you saw them at the pool party. They love you. I know.
But you saw them at the pool party. They love you.
I know. I know what I hated. I just want to love them back, but I just can't. Not now. I've already wasted so much. Why am I suddenly turn around in my last year? I just want to get out of their hair. Not waste their time anymore. Otherwise, I'm going to be the one hurting them, wasting all their patience and kindness for the years, like I already have. And I'd never be in the wrong. Who the fuck wants a free ride through life like that? That's all life waiting for me, realistically. Damn it. Why am I telling you all this?
So here's something funny that I've begun to realize as I'm reading through this. If I am doing the long form, 1 year future Inco goes back in time and becomes someone else while his past self still exists, a lot of Inco is going to be doing so much heavy lifting. That poor man is going to be carrying 2 characters' points on his back. That poor time-traveled dinosaur man girl is going to be carrying 2 entire character arcs on his back. Poor guy. His own and someone else's. Ew. You know how I became so buff? By carrying 2 character arcs at once. Jeez, Inco, why does your mom let you have 2 character arcs? Meanwhile, the characters in the background are super sad. Thanks, Safi. You're great. Oh man, I love no context rock out. They're great. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Olivia clutches her throat. Her voice has gotten strained and weak. It hurts to speak at all, but she's just been letting it out. Hell, what am I doing just watching? I'm such an idiot. I rummage to the inside of my backpack again until... there it is. Pulling out a water bottle, I offer it to her. She eyes it on the ground indifferently and then immediately goes to drink it. The whole bottle is finished in one go. She drops it into the growing pile of trash. Thanks. I give a silent... Of course he brings bottled water. Of course he buys like fucking pre-bottled water, mineral water from like Aspen or something. Inco in tuxedo and on a mop... What? I give a silent nod. She looks off into the distance again, picking up her train of thought. That's why I had to do it. I had to know if I was really good at something for once. Like, really genuinely good at something. No false praise, no parasocial relations, where I'm verbally filleted so everyone can feel better for it. I had to know my art was real. That I could be something for real. That I had a way out. Eoticon assures me all the time it's good enough. Fuck. Why don't I listen to him? He knows everything by now. Anyways, he usually does. Honestly, taking all this in once more is challenging to digest, to say the least. You said you expected to get caught. Yes, I said I wanted to be. I wasn't even sure other people would see it. If you get caught fast enough and switch back, thing was a bug. How fast is... yeah. Then you started getting praise all out of nowhere. Yeah, I did. It's a bit sad in retrospect. His glasses look like they're slightly askew. From one another, I mean. Yeah. Around that, I really settled in how badly I messed up. I tried to get you to notice it by showing me the submission yourself. Then you just go to the office and get it changed and no one would get hurt. End of the story. But of course, you still had your own saved. You were always so prepared for everything. She gestures to the crushed water bottle. Weeks go by, you get more praise, I get more nervous. Then today, and... Olivia's hands finally fell into her lap, limp and spent. Here we are. It's my turn to say something, I guess. I just don't know how to process all this. It's not like the friendships come with instructions. My own thoughts are muddled, pushing me to find some way to comfort the girl before me. Yet to comfort her would mean to demean her like the people I've done in the past. It's so confusing, and frustration and pity mix haphazardly in my stomach. It's nauseating. Pity for the girl that has wronged me but has done nothing really out of malice. Frustration at myself because Olivia was right, having unveiled an uglier side of me I wasn't aware of. If we do let her fail, we can get our thing, and you know what, let's just get this extra scene because it's the one I missed in the original run, so. My thoughts land on what Olivia said earlier in our conversation. You're going to tell Principal Cicada? Olivia flinches a bit. The principal? Why? About what you did? You said you expected to get caught. We can't tell them efficiently. Anything but that. Olivia shifts uncomfortably in her spot. Why not? If they found out, it's all over. Isn't that a bit extreme? Honestly, be the end of you too. It's my turn to flinch. Olivia's getting worked up again. New fear spikes through her eyes. I don't need to ask. Olivia answers anyway. You didn't need to talk about it until now. After it's nearly guaranteed to win. With the stakes, I had to make you look like you were complicit. Even worse, it was your idea. You'd be a fraud. There's that word again. Fraud? No. That word all over my record in senior year? When I'm about to find a career? Fraud. But even so, isn't that the right thing to do? I can handle it. Don't worry about me. Please, Inco. No. There's more. I told you I'm not even eligible to enter. I've already won before. I got the notoriety and the money. The winning piece is featured on the cover of Gator Monthly, and he even gets an article. That's more than a scholarship. It's a foot in the door. That's why they can't do anything about the money. It's long gone. But if everyone knows what I did, and if it gets to those magazines... She clutches the sleeves of Odie and stares me dead in the eyes. I needed to graduate. I fucking hate it, but I need it. Oh! Yeah, she's worried about her reputation getting through the mud, and she already has her foot in the door. That's what she's about. I was a little confused there for a hot minute. Happens more often than you think. It's more likely than you think. Hardy, hardy, har. I fucking hate it, but I need it. It's my only way out. My only way to actually go anywhere. You're putting all your eggs in that one basket? There are no other baskets. I just can't risk it. I know, I just carried on about how, why does nobody let me fail, but this is serious. They can't know. Please, Inco. I can't lose everything over this mistake. I just can't. I can't. But fraud. God, not that. But this isn't. She grabs the sides of my jacket and yanks herself close. Jesus Christ, Olivia! I can't believe she's dying in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios, Nickelodeon, Orlando, Florida. How can you do this? The motion tips the umbrella over. Oh, it's set down. I thought it was holding it. It slips away a few feet in the breeze. It almost makes her lose her balance and fall over on me. Her breathing is erratic. Inco, listen to me. Please, I can't lose this. I can't be doomed to be nothing. It's all I have. You can't go to someone about this. I'm begging you. Olivia's tugging me towards the ground closer to her. My jacket's starting to tear. Jesus, what the hell? I could feel her anxiety about how her hands are quivering with fear as they grip tightly at my coat. It's my fault, okay? It's not yours. You don't need to make it your problem, please. Okay. Nobody has to know. It can be our little secret. Olivia exhales and lets go. All at once, she slumps down. I have to hold out my arms to stop myself from falling too. She ends up slumped over my lap sideways. Are you okay? That was a lot of excitement. No, I'm really not. The Gator girl tries to push herself up from my lap. Her attempt only ended up with her twisting on my legs and turning her face and chest upwards. She must be really exhausted. Yes, even her attempt to blow off the wet hair from her face is unsuccessful. God damn it. Is this what it's all come to? I got away with it too, but fuck, I'm just like Ben. You have the energy to get up? Not yet. Olivia? What's wrong with Ben? How are you like him? Oh, this is why you need this for ending 4, because I know you need to talk about Ben's story. She starts. Ben, it's all his fault, all of it. If not for him, I wouldn't be this thing. Somewhere off the sleep, unable to... Okay, I want to see ending 4 now, because this is a hell of a lot more than I thought was going on. And I need to know this for ending, for that... fuck. God damn it. You're complicating everything. I can't do ending 4 tomorrow, though. I can't. I don't have the voice for it. Somewhere for sleep. Unable to do anything. With nobody and nothing. None of this would have happened. Sounds like something I shouldn't be prying into. You don't need to tell me. But you can if you want to. Oh, whoa. Hold on, sorry about that. Hold phone. Sometimes things just happen. You don't need to tell me. Yeah, I don't. But I did this for you, I should be honest. Can you get up my legs first? I'm starting to lose feeling. You too? Below the knees, Olivia. Fine, can you help me up at least? I take Olivia's shoulder and help her back into sitting position by me. She just leans against my shoulder. Sorry, it's been a long day. I guess I'm fine now. For now. Where do I even start? That Ben? I don't even remember how we became friends. But we
definitely hung out a lot in my last year of school. Oh yeah, Ben did mention earlier that he would hung out with her. We hung out a lot in my last year of middle school. He didn't care that I was in the chair, didn't treat me any different. He was cool. What's the issue then? She bops my chin with a skull. Let me finish. He was cool. But in freshman year, back then, Ben was only in student council as a secretary. I was looking forward to that yearly art show. Worked all summer on the perfect piece of Dreamscape. The stain is heavily on her voice to shed its name. What is Ben's story? Oh, is that this? Oh, is that this? Hold a second. No, I can't go back. So that's Ben's story? I thought this was like way later. Like someone told me that there's like I know about the variable. Someone told me that at some point you get Ben's story, but I didn't know that was this. So that's why it says in the guide, by the way, you need to take this route in order to be eligible for Ending 4, because Ending 4 requires to know Ben's story. I didn't know that! That's weird. Whatever. The same was heavy in her voice, she said his name. Yeah, it won. It wasn't supposed to. Once again, her eyes were teary, though this time with rage. Her mouth clicked shut as she glared at me. Her eyes were closed, and her tone was once again, Jesus Christ, stop describing so flatly. Ben began advertising himself as my friend, like it was some part of his own personality. The sigh that escapes her carries a repressed anger. Even his friends started doing it too. Like being around me was an act of charity that made them better. He eventually told me straight up. I'll give him that. The voice shifted again, but this time, instead of lampoon anyone, it was an eerie facsimile of Ben. I am universally down on my luck. Not even a week later, people started walking up to give praise to my submission. It was the first time in a while that I got a compliment for my work. I thought my submission was going to win. It was exciting. Until Damien showed me an article in the school newsletter, which was written by the certain student council secretary. Half of it was basic crap about the art submission. The other half was about me. Ben had written the longest segment about that poor, talented girl in the wheelchair and practically worshipped me for my determination. Surprise, surprise, wins by a landslide. Even when my piece won, all I could remember was that feeling of just being handed a victory as charity. My whole summer, all that effort, just overshadowed. And for what? A safety net that I didn't earn. He really thought I was going to thank him. And that's the worst part, honestly. As if I would after using me as a stepping stone to climb the social ladder. I couldn't take it anymore. I told him to get out of my life, and he just gave me this look. I'll never forget it. Genuine confusion, like I was an alien for being upset. But what he said, this is your only chance at succeeding out there. I just wanted to give it all up. But by then, the money, the exposure, his fucking safety net, I just took it. He was right. He was right, and I hate it. I really, really, really fucking hate it. So that's between Ben and Olivia. I figured it was something, but sheesh. After that, I just couldn't. I shut everything out. Everyone out. Everyone was fake. Everybody didn't want to know me. Just what I exist as. Even my own family. Hell, this is all his fault. All of it. Well, what? That's it. That's the truth. I just want to graduate and get away from here. From him. He ruined my life. Because of him, I'm not Olivia. I'm Olivia. The poor, sad cripple. The title is forever fixed to my name. Oh, come on, that's not true. You're right, it's not. You're Olivia. No, that's also not it. I'm not Olivia. I'm God's funniest joke. And as the umbrella back over to us, goes back into its spot prop between us, recreating the canopy, shielding us from the elements. Olivia looks at me to gauge a reaction. That's the sort of speech given by someone who has had years to think about it and hold it in. It's like she's just been waiting for anyone willing to listen. If she could just trust them. All this pent-up angst against the guy that ruined her life. Released at the moment where she just couldn't take it anymore. It can't get much worse for her than this, but she trusts me. It can't be much worse than this for her, but she trusts me. What she needs to hear right now... This is a bit vapid. This is the correct answer. Let's just do it. Let's just see all the stuff. I guess... I could have seen Ben's story on my first run-through. Point! I take my sunglass off and lean forward, placing a hand on her shoulder. She takes a moment to register the new sight and looks right at me, anticipating whatever I'm about to say. You're not a joke, Olivia. appreciate you trying it all, but it doesn't matter. The damage has been done. All that shit's what made me into a nihilist. I wouldn't say you're a nihilist, Olivia. Plus, I don't think that's what the murd means. You still enjoy it. No, nihilist just means that life as a cosmic whole has no meaning to it. Everything outside of that, you can still have other stuff around it. It's just that the universe wasn't made with purpose. You can still have fun. Things can still have meaning. It's just that the universe cosmically does not. Got a better word? There you go. That's besides the point. Ben did something horrible, and he didn't take your agency. What, you're saying that I ruined my own life? Is that it? Annoyance bubbles up within me as she argues back. She wanted to get caught in the act. Olivia looks at me as if I just spat in her face. The hell are you getting at, Inco? What am I getting at? Well, the fact that you can't just keep using Ben's shitty choice as a crutch. Choice of words, Anon. Inco, choice of words. Your breath catches. You need to take responsibility for your own life. We are what you want to be. The words catch her off guard. And they keep coming, unbidden now. You say you're a nihilist, but you draw these amazing pieces that reflect this realistic fantasy world. And you keep saying that no one wants to know you, but you know you have the Pains, Yatakan, Liz, and me. You really bet many of that on Ben? Even the art contest. Ben didn't yank some evil string on you and make you swap out the submission. You did that yourself. I know it's hard, and I have trouble with this too, but please, for all of us, take responsibility for your feelings, Olivia. Oh shit. Damn it, mouth. My rants left Olivia staring at me, mouth hung open, aghast at what I'd said. I hiss in realization, try to backtrack. Sorry, that was fuck you. Stopping completely, she raises her head from my shoulder and glares at me. Her eyes are heartbroken. They're enraged, looking for something to lash out at, but they're trusting. Fuck you. For being right. I know all that, damn it. I need a second to say it. Her eyes water and her head returns to my shoulder. Damn it. Damn it all, Inco. I'm stunned as she presses further against me, using her arms to tuck her legs closer. You only ought to come in. Fine. You're right, but how do I start? I have no idea what I should do. Her voice sounds weak, but there's a conviction hidden within it. Honestly, she should have just mauled me for what I said. It's what she wants. I can do this. Well, what do you think is wrong right now? You have to be more specific. All right. What about Damien and his family? She hums in thought. And there's Liz too. All of them would probably like to hear your thoughts. Yeah. What would I say though? What are you feeling? Hell, just being more open in general would be something. I could feel her frowning, but also nod against my shoulder. Fine. What else? Mr. Yatakan? She scoffs. He probably already knows. What are you thinking? Yeah. He reads one like a book. He probably would like to hear you say it. Yeah, he would. And me too. You got your turn. You've told me just now, but I'd like to hear more about you. You're my friend. Starting now, I can feel her rumbling before she sighs. I'm sorry, Inco, for all the shit I've put you through since you got here. For being a really shitty friend. For having you put up with me. I chose to be your friend, Olivia, so no need to apologize for that. Olivia looks up at me through the corner of her eye. Ben can't take your agency, and you can't take mine. I'm choosing this. You're silly. Her words were strained enough from the lack of water. The regret in her voice was raw, along with honesty. Thanks. And, I forgive you. Once again, silence. I fumble with my sunglasses. Whatever I should bother with them, given the rain. Might as well, their prescription after all. We just lay back, listening to the patter of rain against our little tent. Just her and I, secluded from the world that's done so much to crush her. Man, she's really leaning against me. I craned my neck so I could turn and look at her. She looks so at peace now, even with the smeared mascara and wet hair. She has mascara on? I'm starting to lose feeling in my arms, though. Watching her like this is, Oh my god, is that a snore? I guess she must have been pretty tired. It's been a long day for both of us. Even if it's only 4th period. Did I do alright? Things said I'm pretty okay, but I'm anxious. Best I can do is be there for her. In this case, I'm letting her have my shoulder for a bit, pressed up against me. My eyes slide closed, and I try to lose myself in the pitter-patter of the rainfall. You're gonna get a cold, my man. Oh my god. Olivia jerks herself off, starts coughing into her fist. Fuck, how long? About 5 minutes, probably. Jeez, sorry. You know, I remember when you got on to me just for sitting near you back at the party. Shut up. Looks like you're improving a bit. Olivia bonks the umbrella, making it splash a bit onto me. Hey, well, anyway. Olivia stretches her arms. Things go quiet again. She finally breaks the silence.
I know you say you'll forgive me and all, but I still feel like shit for putting you through all this. Everyone's gonna expect you to be skilled at painting. They're gonna call you a fraud.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying not to think about it.
And it's all my fault.
Olivia rests her arms over her knee. This scene takes forever! And it has one track and a couple of pictures. Just, like, there's a lot that's good, but come on! Just saying. Olivia rests her arms over her knee, and I'm surprised she manages to bury a long snoot. The idea hits me. What if you taught me for real? Olivia raises her head from her hands.
Taught you?
Yeah, painting. For real. It's like you say, I have expectations to fulfill. Would you teach me how to paint like you do?
I don't know.
Tell you what, I'll forgive you if you teach me.
You already said that.
She looks down in contemplation.
Alright. I'll teach you how to paint. But you should know I'm a lousy teacher. You've seen my working class, and I'm a lousy student.
I got a feeling it'll work out.
Hey, don't make it weird.
Yes, Professor Halford.
Stop making it weird.
I chuckle as I'm playfully shoved by her. After that, after everything's said and done, things became quiet. Beneath the solace of my umbrella, we relaxed together, the days between shifting uncomfortably. I sit and watch as she takes her cows and shifts them to the side with one hand. Her tail comes around and presses against the paper-filled floor before her, keeping her upright as she starts to lean forward. With the strength of a tail in one arm, she lifts her hips off the floor and swings her shins fully beneath them. She smiles as she knees before me.
He's just gonna sit there.
Crap, I guess I was gawking stupidly. But it was fascinating watching the girl maneuver herself in this odd yet well-practiced way. Kinda jealous, actually. Wish I had a tail to do the things she could. The fuck is she doing? I'm kinda jealous, actually. Wish I had a tail that could do some of the things she could. I pressed my hand down on the floor and pushed myself up. Don't know why. I had a thought to stand, but instead I shift myself to a kneeling position too. We're face to face now. Why don't we get to see this pose she has? Well, she does have mascara. She does have some pretty pronounced eyelashes. You've all seen this. It's the arcade! Welcome to the arcade shop. I'm very hip with the kids. We gotta go and get a doll. I love that doll. He's so good. He's perfect. He's pristine. Oh no, we're fucked up. Yay! God damn it, I love this scene. There's a lot to like in this game, though. Free soda, man! And there isn't... Oh, yeah. God, I love how often that just completely breaks. Oh my god. Hey, let's go to the wedding.
We have a fun talk with the groom. I should focus on finishing taking these photos. We already saw the scene. It's a very nice scene. We'll look at it all again on ending 4 because I think I might just do it all over again. Oh yeah, we get our ending check. Because the game loves like hinting at what you got. This is ending 3, which is a lot more sizable than ending 1 or 2. Ending 4 is shorter, but ending 3 has a lot going on apparently in terms of like catch up chat. Yo, chat, what's up? The hell is this? Huh. I'm gonna said some weird stuff today, huh? Honestly, I've learned quite a lot these last few months. Not just about school stuff. That's stuff's kinds of given. No, I mean like life, friendship, and myself. More importantly, though, I'm starting to realize that no matter how I learn about life, there's always more to... What are you, a fucking Morrowind level up text? It's quite a deep way of looking at things. It's also a very good attitude to have going into adulthood. Sounds like you're well on your way to being a successful young man. Olivia lets out a snort. Bah, sounds like nothing but philosophical bull to me. Of course there's a limit to one person can learn. Also, what's the point of trying to get anywhere else when there's already enough to try and figure out it? Oh! Yeah, this is reflecting on her. Oh. First lets out a sigh and gives Olivia a warm smile, but otherwise says nothing. Oh no, you're bullied into doing more artwork work in your hindwards. Fuck. Give me that key, you jackass. It's the painting. He doesn't like it. Although, he might have actually known about the painting. There's a... Considering what we know about Ben and how the painting came to be and how the painting won and everything, I imagine that Iadakon probably also already knew and thus wanted to destroy it. Samesies with Olivia! Vinny, you can't be on the ceiling. Stop it. We gotta go find Olivia. Another Inco point. Woo-wee! Woo-wee, it's winter. How the fuck is this a place where it's so warm, but it also snows in December? December! We're not ready to say goodbye. Oh, we're gonna skip this too, I guess. Oh yeah, it's the fucking wheelchair brake stuff. It makes the menu all the more awkward, really. So weird, like the menu is this very specific sequence. I've seen something though that implies that there's a bit more to it than that. It's the Gabugan! Gabugan! Give me that, Gabugan. Give a little kiss! Racial segregation. Oh fuck. Well, we're gonna stop it here because I'm not doing ending 3 today. I'm a little tuckered out emotionally. I thought I could do it all day, but I have to run a D&D game today. Sorry. I had to run to get today. I had a big stream yesterday. That was very depressing and disappointing. I've had some writing stuff that's been occupying my mind. I just can't focus on this stuff right now. Which means that ending 2 is at least 2 weeks. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry about that, but yeah, we're in a weird spot. I don't know where this ending's gonna go, but I don't have... My throat's just giving out under me. It's giving up. My throat is giving up, and that's not so good. Ba-da-bee, ba-da-bee, ba-doo-bye, ba-dee, ba-doo-bye. Alright, well, unless Scary Dave has some links, I guess that'll be it for today. A short and a snappy one today. Good old-fashioned clappity clap 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 of the hands. Sorry about the recording. That's like a 9-minute video. Let's catch up. Bum 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 bum. Whoops, wrong tab. Whoop. I wanna put my hands on my hips, give 'em a swishy swoosh and a bip. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dee-ba. Ba-da-ba-dee-ba-boo-ba-bee. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. God damn it. Publication date is 18th, you idiot. Fucking moron. Absolute clown town here, right here. Let's try it again. Bum bum bum. Whatever. Nothing from Scary Dave. I guess he bugged out. That's fair enough. Well, that was it for today. Not much. I just wanted to get the setup. So hey, mission complete. I was gonna do something else, but I'm feeling a little. At the gym, I said a subscription instead of membership, and the girl replied, "But lol, this isn't a pharmacy, bitch. That's a prescription. We're both stupid. We're both morons here." Ba-da-bum. I really want to see where this goes, though, but my voice is giving out. Sorry. Well, that was that. I'm gonna go play a video game. It's a little video game I got that I want to look at. It's just a little video game I want to look at. Just a little, just a video game, okay? Just a little video game, please. Bye bye.